Okay. Again, so I want to talk about the OpenAI, right? So regarding the new company Deepseek, which is a a source AI, and then when I went to their website, look what it says. It says here, due to large-scale malicious attacks on DeepSeek services, registration may be busy. Please wait and try again. So I wonder who is going to attack them, right? You can ask yourself, who would be really interested in attacking this company? So the question is, who would be trying to attack them, right? It's just a couple of weeks, I mean, a couple of days ago, and now they are being heavily attacked. And yeah, a lot of people say business is business, but I don't see this is how you do business, right? And I'm not sure if I trust OpenAI anymore because uh, recently someone, a student, a student, I don't know, maybe a software engineer or somebody, a whistleblower, was planning to speak with one of the big newspapers in United States, which is New York Times, and unfortunately, he ended up being dead. Okay, so he has a lot of information, crucial information about OpenAI, and unfortunately, he ended up being dead. And I do not believe in coincidences. Okay, there are a lot of things that happen are planned to happen, and and I think this. So what they will do is they will do whatever they can to make sure that this company uh, doesn't take any market share. You see, the same way Facebook lobbied against TikTok by spending Facebook and Amazon, but spending millions of dollars to get it back. So that was also one of the reasons. And what happened to the competition, right? What happened to the fair game? So, if the system is favoring rigging, some rigging games, is that system is viable for success? Because some people are they are threatened by the competition of others. Really? What happened in the free market? Okay, and folks are open AI. They need to be careful. This is not how you win the hearts and minds of people. And I have an entrepreneur myself. I use your products, I use your services, but this is telling me that at the core, you guys are really starting to become a evil entity. And I'm not sure. I'm not okay. I'm not accusing them they did this, but things are adding up. Okay, from the betrayal of Elon Musk by being betrayed by open source co-founder. These things are adding up, and it's not looking good. You know, these are not just coincidences. So OpenAI, bring your humanity back. That's what I'm saying. Okay, bring your humanity back. I know that you have a lot of investors, billions of dollars they invested in it. But if the market is not budging, that's what I maintain. If you come up with a product, okay, and the market doesn't like it, why are you blaming the market, or why are you coercing the market to take your product? Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop endorsing companies that they coerce their way, pushing their agenda on consumers. Okay, instead of coming with a better product, and organically people accept that. But now it's all about coercion because the money is all about profits, right? It's all about the material gains. there is no spiritual component to it. That's why you end up with these kind of issues. Okay, let's suppose I own my own company. If there's a, which is a little bit a competitor to Audible, right? Amazon and Apple, but I did not intend to be a competition, right? I thought maybe I came up with a better idea, okay, uh, better features for the users, and the user will be able to, you know, from that perspective. But now suddenly I'm becoming, a competitor. I'm not. I cannot compete with Amazon. I cannot compete with Apple. There's no way. My 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 predisposition is not competition. Okay, because in competition you always lose. People, they have to understand that. You have to stop competing. Okay, in competition you always win. You always win or lose. So you have to come up from a standpoint that you have a better product, and you believe that there is a need for it, and then if the consumers accept it, if people accept it, that's fine. That's how you'll be able to make money. But you come up with a shitty product, then you have a backing of billions of dollars. You wanted to force the whole world to embrace your product. This is kind of like an economic dictatorship. This is not a free market. Okay, this is not a ethical business. So for all entrepreneurs, do not lose your humanity. Okay, bring a product that elevate people. All right, instead of this soulless, mindless, okay, pursuit of gaining materialism. That's not healthy. Okay, yeah, people will say, "Oh, be real, be real." Okay, like life is about dog eat. Who came up with those ideas? These are ideas that are preached by some people, and that you take upon those ideas. They are not even your ideas, really. You see, these ideas where you hear from a public speaker, the motivator who never done anything in their life. They tell you about how to go about and get it. So come with better product. Let the market decide. Okay, and if the market doesn't want it, move on. You don't need to force the market. It's like like in a very bad romantic relationship. You want to force the person to love you, but the person doesn't love you. Okay, you can harass them. You can go and look in their social medias, you know try to put tabs on them, right? But at the end of the day, the person doesn't love you. You cannot force that. So you gotta let it go. Move on to somebody else. All right. So I think life would be much better if we will look at it from that perspective instead of just forcing things, forcing your ways onto people. Whether that's in relationship, whether in business, whether in a you know international relationship, when it comes to country. People, what I've realized, you know, I'm very, I'm a culture man. I like different cultures. What I observe is people around the world, what they want is they want respect, and they want recognition, and they want fairness. So these things I've noticed across the board. People, they want to be respected as people, their culture, their country, right? They want to also have a recognition for their for their creations, for their exploration, for their discoveries, right? And they want what's the other one? Respect, recognition, and fairness. And they like to be treated fairly, right? That's why in international competition like football, I'm talking about soccer, you want the referee to be fair, right? You want the referee to be fair to Mexico, to be fair to Canada, to be fair to France, to Cameroon, Chad. Okay, people always want fairness. So if there is notice that there is unfairness going on, there is a resentment built up. Okay, people they really hate that. So we have to go in any relationships. We have to go from that perspective, not forcing your way onto people. And I don't agree with this. With the idea that Trump is just putting out there. We have to compete with China. Why? Why you want to compete with China? Why? What's the point of competing with China? Is that is that your goal in life? Okay. Why you want to compete with China? To make your ego better? Do you compete with your neighbor as a person? Okay, let's face it, because this is an example of on a larger scale, but on a smaller scale, do you compete with your neighbor? You got to ask yourself that. If you don't compete with your neighbor, why are you trying to compete with another country? There is no need for it. Just improve your life, make it better for everyone, for your community, for your neighbors. Okay, a better living of standards are way fulfilling than a mindless and soulless competition for the purpose of satisfying the ego. You see? So I don't agree at all with this Trump's competition mindset. All right, I think America will be successful if Americans have a free healthcare. Right, they can travel every day, whatever they want. They have free access to housing. They have a freedom to travel. I think that's the scale of success. That's how we measure the success of a country. All right. You want to be the big guy, right? You want to be the big guy, but your house is a mess, right? You want to go out there and bully people to adopt your way, but your kids are not fed. Your wife is angry. Is this what kind of cognitive dissonance is this? Okay, people they tend to confuse things because they don't see the symbiosis of life. Everything in life is complementary. The way you treat your neighbor is the same way it will reflect on the way you treat other people. The same way the way you treat your family, your relatives, you know, your co your co-citizens. I guess you gotta start from that foundation. Okay, imagine someone who. That's why in France they say charity start at home. If you want to do good in life, you gotta start from your home first, right? Then you can scale it up. All right. So these are my few insights, reactions about life and about how to run companies. You know. Okay. I would love to hear from you. You can comment, and I will respond.